So I'm in my side control. I'm not letting him turn away. I'm starting to set that hand right away. So as he starts to get his underhook, he thinks he's escaping. All right? I'm the one that's attacking him though. So as he starts to come up, I just got to make sure he can't get a hold of my leg. And that elbow stays underneath his head. Okay? I start to sag on that arm. Okay, and as soon as it clears my hip under here, his hand goes to the ground, then I start to circle. I'm starting to threaten this choke, so he has to defend it. And that gives me that lapel. I just can't let him dump me over the top. So I got to keep that elbow back tight. I'm pulling on that lapel. I can rip my arm free. Right? I get my grips. Now, when I dive over his shoulder, it's going to give me different options. Right? But I'm going to start with my arm on the bottom. All right? Since you guys are all over there, I'm going to try and go over the other side. Pull. Get my hook. My bottom arm is already out. I'm not settling, then trying to pull the arm out. During the roll, as soon as I get that hook, that arm's coming in for a choke. Right? I open the gi up with with the hand that's still underneath his armpit. My other hand comes in as deep as I can. And I pull it as tight as I can. Little pulls until it's nice and deep. My cheek is next to his cheek on top of my hand. My other hand now is going to go to his other lapel and pull straight down. So as I do that, I get my other hook, I pull straight down, and I extend backwards. All right? It shouldn't take long. I'm as deep as I can be here, wrapped around his neck. I'm curling my bicep as I pull down with the other hand. Okay? The last piece, if they're still not tapping, then I engage the hips. Okay? As I'm pulling on his neck. So I push away with my legs as I'm pulling with my arm. All right? As this one's holding me in place. So I got all three of those things choking at once.
Plus a cup.
What kind of choke is this?
Huh?
What kind of choke is this?
Necktie choke.
That's
what I've always called it. You'll hear necktie, yeah, clock, you'll hear collar, you'll hear lapel choke.
Okay.
Right? Do the choke.
Is this
You know, the choke from the back, the choke. You know, there aren't 45 of them. It's the choke. What's up?
Is this what you call the blood choke? Like
Yes, yes. It shouldn't hurt. Right? My forearm's not across his neck. It might hurt the back, yeah. It might hurt the back. It might crank a little bit, but it should feel like it's cause. Right? Like the world's getting close. Right? It's just kind of getting darker, and then you hear a womp womp. That by then it's too late. You hear the womp womp, you better flail something and hope they let go.
And just the guy that's getting choked, you can kind of turn your neck so you don't get on sore throat.
So anytime somebody's choking, right, you always want to be looking in the elbow. So even when I have the lapel, he wants to look to my elbow. Okay, that's going to maximize the protection he's got on that carotid as long as he can. This hand is the one actually finishing the choke. I can grip here and pull all day, but I can't cut off this side of his neck with one arm. I have to have that other hand pulling down to cut off that artery on that side. Sometimes you tickle him a little bit, it's fine. Right? So this hand is actually just resting. This is the one doing the pulling. Okay? And then I get a little that extra pull at the end. Right? Mostly with my hips. I'm not pulling back hard with that elbow. Okay? Do you guys just want to do the choke first and then we can go the back kick too? Or you want to? All right. If you want to try and do the whole thing at once, go on this side. All right? If you want to just play with the choke, then go on that side. All right? One more time from the beginning just in case everybody can see.